I would also like to touch on one of your statements where you said every inhale is a blessing, which I can very much understand, because as long as we inhale, we're alive, right?
Exactly.
And the exhale is a healing, right?
Yeah.
You said. Okay, could you elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah. Thank you for asking. This is my mantra. I think this is what I understood from yoga.
Yeah.
So every inhale is a blessing. First, because we're alive and we stay alive. We're healthy. We are together, usually, like when you do in a class, because this is like something I say to my student. Every inhale, it's a new chance to be grateful to the universe, to God, according to your belief, because it's like the breath of life. It's like bringing oxygen to your body, to yourself, to your brain, so it's
abundance also.
Exactly. Right? It's abundance, it's happiness, it's being grateful, so every inhale is a blessing. There's so many blessings into one inhale. We have to notice it, because it's sad not to notice it. So now the exhale. When you exhale, you had go air, but you also can go trauma, stress, sickness, all the negative emotion, like fears, guilt, anger, a lot of anger. How you calm down when you're angry? Exhaling. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now I feel better. Everything. So all the pressure, all the tension. So we have two things in Systema. Basically, we have, and in yoga too, we have the body tensions that can be released when you exhale through yoga, through massage, through, but the first healing is exhaling.
Yeah.
The first healing. And you have the stress of the mind. So also when you're very stressed, and the first thing you do, like, okay, I try to calm down. So exhaling is healing. Inhaling is blessings. Exhaling is healing. I can speak. I mean, you can spend whole podcasts me explaining these two things. It's so rich and deep, and and you can.
I would love to.
I can come back from the podcast, but yeah, it's. I'm actually even thinking to write a book on that, like just 2 chapters: inhale, exhale. It's everything. It's life. It's presence. It's communication. The first communication is before we voice it. Like the emotion of someone. The emotion state, the mental state of someone just by the length of inhalation. The exactly. If someone is pissed. If someone is good. Someone is calm.
Or if you feel someone
nothing,
is not breathing.
Yes, yeah. If you're not breathing, call 911. It's probably gonna die. But no, yeah. And if you don't breathe, you die. So it's like life is breath.
Yeah.
That's why breath work
is also, right?
Yeah. Like we see like breath work. A lot of people say, yoga is boring and breath work is boring. I mean, this is the fundamental. You control your breath. You control your emotions. Yeah. You control your emotions. You control your decision. You control your decision. You control your life. It's not just I breathe, I exist. No, this is BS.
Deep.
You control your life. Tell me anything in your life that you did out of anger that you're happy with. 0. Anger is the worst advisor. So, of course, go get upset and go scream at people. Yeah, of course. Now breathe, let the anger go, and have clarity in your mind. Breath is clarity of your decision. Breath is like temperance, consciousness, calm. And it's the deepest function. You can actually control your breath to the very single details of range, of depth, of speed, you can hold your breath. We don't hold breath. Look at the divers. They hold breath for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes you hold your breath. 20 seconds, you're going to turn red, blue. So we're not using it the right way. We can control the inhale, we can control the exhale. I always tell people, student and on my talk, you focus on the exhale. Don't focus on the inhale. Inhale is perfectly automatic. Even if I ask you to do 20 exhale, you'll be able to do it because you inhale in between, you don't even notice.
Yeah, true.
This is what keeps you alive when you sleep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll be dying, not sleeping. So inhale, it's absolutely automatic. I mean, of course, you can decide to take control, but to start, focus on the exhale. Always. This is advice I give to everyone.
Yes.
Not my first advice, but for you to try for the first time, focus on every exhale. When you fight, when you get hit, you exhale. When you hit, you exhale. When you fall, you exhale. Simple. If you inhale when you get hit, rib cage is open, you can crack your rib, break, perforation of the lungs, whatever. If you inhale when you fall, you're going to break everything. Now, if you exhale when you fall, nothing can really break because you're so soft. That's why drunk people, when they fall, they never hurt themselves. See what I mean? They don't have this fear of conscience, so they don't inhale. First thing when you have fears, you inhale and you hold. If I attack you right now, you're going to do...
Yeah, exactly.
And you're going to wait for the impact, you know what I mean? No, if you train, the first thing you're going to try to let go everything. So whatever impact, falling, whatever, nothing will happen. Control your breath, control your exhale. You control pretty much your life. Really, it's very important.
That's such a powerful message.